What's up, guys? Today I want to share with you guys a book very relevant to our current times called Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. Why it can matter more than IQ. And the reason why I brought up this book is because there has been another mass shooting today in America. And it's unfortunate to say, but per CNN, at least this is the 45th mass shooting since the last month shooting in March 16th during the spa shooting. And it's just crazy. And it made me really think about, hey, why do these shootings happen? Right? And there's a lot of different factors, but part of the reason why is that these shooters have a negative emotion and they want to hurt someone because they have these they want to let that negative emotions out, and they think that shooting is the only answer. So and it made me think about this book, how it talks about how there's a lack of education on our social and emotional intelligence at a young age, right? We're always taught from a young age. And just a quick background, emotional intelligence includes self-awareness, right? Knowing about your own self, knowing about self-management. How do you manage yourself once you are aware? It talks about social awareness and relationship management. So how are you aware of other people's emotions and how do you manage that? Just as a quick background. And Daniel mentions how we care more how our children will do on this week's test than if they would be alive next week. And when I read that, that was crazy. I thought it was spot on that we were, taught at a young age, hey, do well on your math test, do well on your science test, do well on that essay. And it's constantly on this, but we're not really taught about like, oh, hey, how are you feeling today? Have you improved on your relationship management with your friends? How's things going? Like there's a little bit about it, but we are too stressed out with other all these other tests and activities that constantly test our IQ. So one of Daniel Goleman's solution is that we must teach this at a younger age. And he shares some case study about a classroom that I want to share with you guys today. I'm going to be paraphrasing, but pretty much there's a classroom and there's a teacher, and maybe once a week they goes around in a class of this elementary school students, maybe ages 6 through 8, going to ask, hey Billy, in a circle, how are you feeling today? Feeling pretty good, feeling like an 8. Okay. Cindy, how are you feeling today? Kind of like a 2. Oh, that's a little bit on the lower end today, Cindy. Why do you feel like a 2 today? I got left out today when I went out to go play. Oh, that's not good. Who else here has felt like Cindy? And calls on Ricky. And Ricky raises his hand and says, Ricky, when did you feel like that? When I also got left out to play. Oh, and how did that feel? Not good. All right, guys, and what do you think the solution is? We should include each other. Okay, and obviously this is just a scenario, but the main message is that these kids get one, it's okay to express your emotions. 2, you learn to empathize by seeing that, oh, other people feel like me as well. And 3, that there are solutions to these problems that don't require hurting others, right? That there are better ways to deal with emotions. So it was just a good example, and it really hit home to me that if we are taught at a younger age how to deal with these emotions, how to help one another, maybe there wouldn't be as much mass shootings. And yeah, so it made me realize that that's the next generation coming up, and there's this whole other generation that wasn't equipped with this. So how do we get everyone in our society to get up to speed? And I feel like reading is the answer of how to get everyone to speed. And maybe it's not reading, maybe it's just watching a YouTube video about our emotions, whether that's like channels like Improvement Pill or Charisma on Command, that really teaches a lot about our own emotions and personal development and really growing our social skills. So I truly believe EQ is going to be an important force for all of us. And maybe I challenge everyone out there to really go find educational resources, whether that's reading or whether that's watching a YouTube video on learning more about ourselves and learning how to grow and deal with these potentially negative emotions. And not only just for us, but also for our friends and family. We might be the one out there one day helping our friends going through something bad. And there's a time and place to ask them to go see a therapist. I'm all about that. But maybe we can just plant some seeds of thoughts like, hey, there could be a better way to think about this and prevent that negative spiral that potentially leads to maybe not only hurting other people, but also hurting ourselves. And I truly believe we can be a positive force in this world. So go out there, find some educational materials, and consume it so that you can be that positive force. Thanks, guys, again for listening today. Until next time, peace.